Everyone, my name is Mohit. In this video, we'll see the roles and features. Windows Server 2008 is designed around certain roles and feature. Now, what is role? What is feature? A role is a primary duty that a server performs. For example, you typically would point at a server and say, that's my domain controller, that's my DNS server, that's my DHCP server. A feature is something that helps a server perform its primary duty, like Windows backup, network load balancing. So in this video, we will see how to configure, how to give the static IP to our Windows 2008 server, and how to install DHCP server in Windows 2008. And in the end of this video, we will see how to verify the DHCP server working. Now let's see how to install the DHCP server. So this is my Windows Server 2008 R2. First of all, we will configure the domain name of this computer. So for name of this computer, go to the computer, click on the property, advanced system settings, here computer name, change the computer name. So I am writing here like extreme. Any name you can use, like DSP server, any name you can use. I'm just using giving the name extreme. Or let's use another name like station one, or let's say the name Jarvis. That's okay name and funny name just for fun. Okay. You must restart your computer to apply these uh, changes. Okay. So let's restart now. Now check the name, computer name. Go to my computer and its property, advanced system settings, computer name. Now I can see its name is Jarvis. That's okay. Now is after this one, set a static IP. So first of all, check the computer name here. So Windows 7. Okay. Settings. First of all, let's check the card, network interface card. So it is the okay custom. I'm putting this one on the host only. One. Done. Completed host only. You can put any host only. Go to the role. Done. Add roles. Server roles. DSP server. So now I can see here install DSP server without static IP. So we need to give a static IP here. So I'm closing this one. I'm not doing anything. Just closing this one. Before doing anything, just give the static IP. So go to the control panel and network and internet, network sharing center, change adapter setting. Okay. Right click on this one property. In the property, click internet protocol version, this one, and click double click, or you can click on the property. Give a static IP. So I'm giving a static IP like 192.168 20.20.20. Okay, let me check the server configuration here. Virtual network editor. So host only is 20. Okay, that's okay. So give the 20. subnet mask, that's okay. Default gateway, I'm giving default gateway 20.2. And you can give the DNS server if you want to give. I'm not giving. Okay, done. Close. So now add role again. Next, DHCP server. No, there's no error. Next. Now if you want to go through this, go through the theory related to DSP server, you can go through. Means DSP server overview, defining the scope, what is this one, everything. So next, this is our server address. That's okay. So now this is the IP. Click next. So here you can see sometime it gives the name Jarvis here, sometime not. So you can remove this one, not an issue. Click next. Now this win is not required for this application on the network. So this is just a NetBIOS protocol, means finding the name of the computer by using its IP. So not needed. Next. DNS scope. So add one scope here. So scope one. So I'm writing as scope one. Starting IP address. So this is a range, means pool of IPs I'm giving 30 to this is 22 2030, and ending IP range is 192.168.20.60. Lease, this is subnet type, so I'm using the lease 8 hours lease, and the default gateway is an option, so you can give default gateway. So I'm just giving default gateway 192.168.20.2 is my default gateway. Activate the scope, press OK, done. Next. So I'm not using DHCP for version 6, IP version 6. Disable it. So this is summary. Go through this one. That's okay. Parent name is Jarvis. Okay, and this one DNS server. Done, done, done. Everything is okay. Perfect. Install. Okay, installation successful. Close this one. So we need to restart the computer. This one. Restart it and set the reconfiguration planned. Okay. Now go to the manager again. Go to the roles. Now I can see DSP service here and Jarvis here, IP version 4 working fine. This is scope and this is the address, perfectly fine. When you click on the address, you can see new exclusion range. Means sometime what happen, consider our range is 30 to 60, but I want to put first 10 IP, means 30 to 40 for the static range. Means I want to assign these IP for my router, for my DNS server, for my NTP server. So I can exclude that range in DSP pool, from DSP pool. So if I give here 192.168.22.30 and here 192.168.22.40. So I want to exclude this range because I want to prevent this range. I want to save this range for the my static IPs. Okay, so add this one. Done. Now this one is address. You can see and reservation. So what is the meaning of reservation? We know very well that DHCP server use the MAC address to allocate the IP address. When a machine requires a dynamic IP, the DHCP server use the MAC address of client machine for the reservation. Okay, means when somebody create a request on the network by using its MAC address, DHCP server use their MAC address to save the IP, means take the MAC address and give the IP. So here you can give the reservation, means for this MAC address always give this IP. So you can give reservation name like N1, N2, whatever, and save the MAC address of a client machine. Consider in a company you want to give a static IP. You want to give, so no, not static IP. If you want to give a particular IP to a particular machine, so give the MAC address of that machine here. Okay, and description whatever, and boot p service and whatever. Close it. So I'm not giving anything. Then scope. So these are the scope and these are the server option. Scope options are applicable only for scope and server options are applicable for all scopes. Okay. So now this is the DHCP server. Now let's test it. First of all, before testing, just check your editor. So this machine is on the VMnet 1. So check the VMnet 1. DHCP server is off at this VMnet. Means this VMware also giving the DHCP server. So we need to, in order to confirm whether my server is working or not, we need to disable the DHCP service offered by the VMware workstation. So we need to turn off this one. So go to 1 and it is already turned off. Otherwise go to the change settings. VMnet 1 and this is already off. So if in your PC it is on, please check. Unclick this one. Press OK. Cancel or OK because in my computer is already unchecked. Done. Okay. So I'm opening the another machine. Another machine. Professional edition. Windows. Run this machine. Okay. First of all, put this machine on the same card. VMnet is already on the VMnet 1. That's okay. Now go to the command prompt. ipconfig release and renew. Okay, now I can see this is Jarvis, means it is getting the IP from our newly configured server. Working fine. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have learned something significant from this video. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.